Hello and welcome back to the USA Dynasty here in Season 6. We're not done with this series just yet. We still have to win a national title. I want to go about 8 years. I think that's kind of my target I've had in my mind for a while now. And that means now we've got to go through the remainder of our time in this series in the SEC. Now playing 9 conference games. So we play a lot more tough games each year. And taking ranked teams on in the non-conference schedule. As out comes Stephen Terry and the Jaguars against the number 16 ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders. We'll start off with new quarterback Heller, and he throws this one into the dirt. And Jared Heller we brought in the transfer portal. One of the highest rated players on 2nd and 5, flushed out of the pocket. He throws this away. A dual threat player. We haven't really had someone start like him in this series, and we'll see what he can do. As on 3rd and 5, we only get 1 yard. And we will punt away to the Red Raiders, who got Finalu in the transfer portal. Now, Finalu is someone I was really interested in bringing in. Didn't end up extending an offer to him. And now he's with the Raiders as his first carry of the game goes for 1 yard loss. 2nd and 11 now, dropping back. That's Tyler Amaro as he's sacked up the middle. Carlos Pitts, one of our big free agent, might as well be, transfer portal signings of the offseason, comes up with the sack. 3rd and 19. Amaro in the pocket, calmly delivers this one. And that's going to be well short of a first down as the Jaguars will take over with the ball once again. Louis Samuel, now a redshirt freshman, the star dev power back, runs this for a 15-yard gain. Now a play fake, rolling out and hitting him. And Samuel will run this for nearly a first down. It'll be inches shy. 2nd and inches now, and it's a quick pass screen out to Slade Kimron. He's got the first down. That is true sophomore Slade Kimron with elite development now. And then a run up the middle on the power for Jared Heller. 2nd and 3, Jared Heller dropping back, throwing this one out to the end zone. Had Slade Kimron open for a hole shot and missed him. 3rd and 3 now, handoff. Stephen Terry is going to be 3 yards shy. And that means we send out the field goal unit. It is up, and it is good. So we will score the first points of this game. But pretty disappointing as we're trying to correct some of our red zone offense this year. And here's an onside kick. Now I accidentally clicked the wrong button, and you can only get out of it with a timeout. So onside kick it is. Now great field position for Texas Tech. This throws out to their backup running back Ted Vereen, and he will lose 2 yards on the catch. 2nd and 7 now. Amaro. Anybody remember Jason Amaro? Tyler Amaro is going to take off and run with this one. He's past the 20, down to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 10. Amaro's definitely got wheels on him. We've got to keep that in mind. He stays in the pocket for this one, though, and delivers a nice pass. Jeremy Canaday catching this one at the 9-yard line. Now the sneak attempt does pick up the 1st and goal. So the Raiders on the doorstep of scoring a touchdown as this one hit as he throws, finding Jeremy Canaday, and the Raiders will score. Not a great showing for the Jaguar defense, but we definitely did them no favors, setting them up so close to their own end zone as Slade Kimron catches this dig for 10 yards. 1st and 10 now, Heller dropping back, and we haven't really seen him scramble a whole lot today. That's going to be a 6-yard gain for Stephen Terry out of the backfield. Now 2nd down and 4. Quick pass out, Kevin Ty. He's got the first down. There has been a change to the passing attack this year. So Coach Atari Mason, as this one's thrown down the field, mossed by AJ Schneider. He'll walk it into the end zone. And I gotta break my concentration there because that was a terrible throw. Schneider absolutely mossing the defender. Scores a touchdown off of it. There is a new passing coordinator here in South Alabama in Mobile. As this one down the field, caught over Morgan Ellington. And Mick Pickens mosses his defender. Back-to-back huge plays. Maybe I'll break it down in a future episode. I really can't explain right now as Jared Heller now misses Schneider on another wide open target. It's going to be 3rd and 8. This game has swung back and forth so far. It has been crazy as Heller throws this nicely down the field for 15 yards. Definitely a throw Chester Willies couldn't make last year. Now finding Kevin Ty out in the flat on the read, and it's going to be a nice 10-15 yard gain as guard Maxwell Thrasher is shaken up on the play. Handoff, Stephen Terry with a lot of room in front of him. And the elusive bruiser This is a archetype we haven't really seen in the series yet. He has Shifty up to silver, I believe, on his badge. And he also has some ability to run between the tackles. This throw underneath to Slade Cameron is caught on the curl. It was a mesh concept. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. We run some bunch this year. We're trying to really switch things up, as this one's to the end zone and missing his man for 6. 3rd and 12 now. Handoff Stephen Terry. And it looks like we're just settling for the field goal here. Jaguars now down 1. This throw out into the flats is caught. That is tight end Nick Flynn. 2nd and 3 now, and it's a play fake. Screen pass out. And Jeremy Canady having a very productive first half. He catches this one to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 with 9 minutes left in the half, and sacked up the middle, Trent Godwin. Tyler Amaro ran out of real estate, and Godwin with his first sack of the year. 2nd and 15 now, drop back. Amaro, this one intercepted. Alani Kalawaya over Nick Flynn, and yet another play where we've seen somebody have their hands on the ball and someone else just take it away. This time it's a defensive player, as the Jaguars now get the ball back. And it's a 1-yard loss. That's Devin Kesey out of the backfield. We'll see some of that this year to really replace some of the platinum shifties we've had. Heller dropping back, has a man open. It's Dalton Wild down the field, and he'll score. They ran press coverage cover 1, and that meant someone was free down the field. Dalton Wild with his first touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars take a 6-point lead. This throws out for Mick Flynn, and that is caught to the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders go 5 wide bunch left, and it's a quick pass underneath. Really hard to defend the bunch set. We've run that cover 6 action where we have the switch play on the right side, as that is a sack. Again, Carlos Pitts. 3rd and 16 now. They go 5 wide with that bunch left again. We're going to run our box defense, and this time the coverage is excellent. Nearly a sack from Markel Vincent. Back on offense again, and look at the blocking picked up. Louis Samuel with some speed gets to the edge. Our first power back we've seen with this kind of speed. Now the stretch play handoff. Samuel fighting his way to the 46. He's 1 yard shy. 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle, and an absolute dominating block. That is Pratt, who really struggled in the running game the last few years. We changed him to the other side guard because he became a well-rounded player instead of a pass protector, and then we changed him back. Now this throw out to Ed Bacchus. He's open down to the 15. Bacchus, a big body frame with a lot of contested catch ability. We'll see if we can get him involved in that kind of game this year. Now 1st and 10. It's a bubble pass out. Schneider, and Cameron holds his block just enough for Schneider to get to the 1, but no score. We're now 2 minutes away from the end of the half, as Stephen Terry walks this into the end zone on the swing pass. That is 3 touchdowns for Jared Heller, and over 200 yards passing in just the first half. This is not something we've seen often from this offense. 1st and 10 now, bubble screen out for Jeremy Canady, who has, again, been very productive in this half. Definitely Tyler Amaro's favorite target so far. Handoff, backup running back Ted Vereen. We have not seen a lot of Fanau Lu today. 1st and 10, they go 4 wide, trips right. And this throw underneath is caught and hung on to. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 now. Amaro drop back. Stepping up in the pocket. Nice ball, but Cole Punga there to break the play up. That was intended for Mick Pickens. Now 3rd and 4, and it's a play fake to Lou. This throw into the flats is caught for the 1st down. Raiders with 1 minute left need a score. Amaro throwing this one out. That is caught for a 1st down, so that'll stop the clock. They'll take a timeout anyway, and now they're out of timeouts. Bunches left. Amaro throwing this out, and it's caught over the head of Alani Kalawaya. We run that box defense into the bunch, and it does not really work there. Kalawaya gets beat. Now this throw down to the 3. Nice throws from Tyler Amaro. And they run stacks left. Amaro, too much time in the pocket. He finds his man. That's Nick Flynn for the touchdown. And the Raiders will make it a 1-score game before halftime. 13 seconds left. The Raiders actually would get the ball back after a quick 3-and-out from the Jaguars. And it's a sack up the middle. Carlos Pitts, his 3rd sack of the game. And that will end the first half as the Jaguars go into the 3rd quarter with a 6-point lead. This is definitely a tough game, especially on the road in Lubbock. But so far, I think our offense has gone toe-to-toe with one of the better offenses in the country. And 200 passing yards in one half is really impressive for a South Alabama team. Now, we would like to see the running game get off the ground a little bit more than it has, as Ted Vereen will do just that for the Raiders. We don't want to see their running game get off the ground. Now, 2nd and 1 in the pistol. Quick pass out into the flats for Vereen, who has gotten a few of these passes out of the backfield, actually going to the wide receiver position. 1st and 10, and it's an option backwards. And I never see this play work as Finalu breaks a tackle. Ultimately loses 8 yards on it, though. 3rd and 14, Amaro dropping back, throwing this one wide open over the middle. Mick Pickens, he's still on his feet. Has to be brought down, and Jameel Mangold will manage to do it at the 14-yard line as Morgan Ellington is shaken up on the play. That brings in DeAndre Uzama to back him up. Now this throw outside, caught Finalu to the 9. We'll go ahead and sub Morgan Ellington out. This handoff now for Finalu. He'll get down to the 4, inches shy, and the Raiders settle for 3. So now down 3, they don't want to risk anything, but they had a chance to take the lead in the game right there. So 2nd and 9 on offense, and it's a screen pass to Slade Kimron. That's an 8-yard gain, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 at the 32, and it's a bubble screen out. Kimron has just enough for the 1st down. We've definitely gotten him the ball a lot today. 7 catches so far, a few more targets. Now this throw on the post, Dalton Weil open, and he catches it. Has to redirect a bit for it, but a really nice catch, and that's a big gain. 1st and 10, 5 wide. Heller underneath. Really calm in the face of the blitz. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 now. And some motion. It's a mesh concept. And Heller had Weil open, but never threw it. It's now 3rd and 15. Screen pass, Stephen Terry. Look at the blocking outside. And that'll be a 1st down as the Jaguars convert on 3rd and long. 1st and 10. Screen pass out. And Stephen Terry, we've been getting him involved in the passing game tremendously today. Only 4 catches, but we've definitely drawn up a lot for him. Things we wouldn't have seen previously. 1st and 10, trying to make some things happen. Heller dropping back, throwing this to the end zone. Schneider wide open on the post. And that is a touchdown. We ran a sail concept, and he was wide open on the post. 3rd and 11 for this Raiders offense, as this is a nice hole shot throw, finding Jeremy Candaday. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line, now dropping back. Amaro, a lot of time in the pocket down the field. It's intercepted step for step. DeAndre Uzama has to come in relief of Morgan Ellington, and he will return this for a touchdown. Diving in for the pick 6. Now, DeAndre Uzama, very similar role to Morgan Ellington. They're both star players. Uzama entering his final bits of his career, zone archetyped, and he makes a nice play. 1st and 10, this is a really nice tackle for new transfer Brian Henderson. Really talented safety. 11-yard gain by the Raiders, though, makes it a manageable 3rd and 1. They go under center, and they do not get the QB sneak. So they punt away, and now the Jaguars have a chance to really put this game away at this point. Throwing the comeback, Dalton Weil, nice catch. And we will go to the 4th quarter. Handoff now, Louis Samuel. Samuel breaking off contact. It's an 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 2. Staying in that strong eye. And this throw is underneath Kevin Ty. And that was an X slant. Now 1st and 10. Play fake. Rolling left. And Heller going to check this one down to Samuel. Samuel, who blows up a cornerback. If we can get him in space, Louis Samuel can absolutely maul some people. Now hoping for a little better of a block from Kevin Leo, the former center, now turned fullback. 3rd and 6, pass over the middle for Kevin Ty. It's broken up. So we settle for 3 to make it a 20-point game. Still looking insurmountable for the Red Raiders. Amaro underneath, that is a nice catch. Cormier actually got caught up on his own man running defense there. 1st and 10 at the 45. Amaro dropping back, throwing this one out. Intercepted again. Tyler Cormier, and he will return this to the 30, down to the 20-yard line. And things have just gone from bad to worse here in Lubbock. Handoff, Louis Samuel up the middle. That's an 11-yard gain and a 1st down as he's down to the 9. Second and goal now, and it's a draw play for Stephen Terry, who fights his way to the 1-yard line. Now we just got to punch it in. Third and goal, speed option keeper for Jared Heller, and he'll score a rushing touchdown on the day as the Jaguars have ballooned this lead to 51-24. Quick pass out on a screen for the Red Raiders. They're definitely going to try to stay in this game, but down 27, I think it's safe to say it's over. Pass out now, and that is caught. Mick Pickens to the 27. They go 5 wide, second down and 6. This one underneath is caught. Jamil Mangold in coverage, can't keep up with him. Now first and 10 at the 46. Amaro drop back, stepping up and sacked. Taylor Shudock, the now redshirt freshman, with the sack. And it's now third and 10. We send an all-out blitz. This one downfield, almost intercepted. Jamil Mangold drops an easy one. Fourth and 10 now. Amaro outside, intercepted DeAndre Uzama. He's at the 40. He might do it again. 20, 10. He scores. 2 pick sixes for DeAndre Uzama. And he has single-handedly outgained, I think, our entire team in yardage. Fourth and 7 now, and they're going to punt. This is Devin Kesey with the return. He cuts it outside. Kesey with 1:20 left in the game, jukes inside and gets down to the 12-yard line. A beautiful return, and that's the end of the game as the Red Raiders lose 58-24 at home. The Jaguars successful in their first top 20 matchup of the season. And Jared Heller actually player of the game with 300 yards, 70%, and 5 touchdowns. Now, I do think player of the game probably deserves to go to DeAndre Uzama for scoring twice himself from defense, but still, we will take that. Uzama didn't even play that much. He only played the second half of the game, if even the full half. Really just a complete performance today. Now, the running game could have been better. We only averaged 4 a carry. I would like to see our rushing attack be a little more impactful. But today showed that the passing attack can get it done if the running game isn't quite there. Receiving, I thought we did a really good job spreading the ball around. 85 yards for Weil, 76 for Schneider, and then 60 plus for Slade Cameron. And then on defense, Carlos Pitt's first game as a Jaguar was electric. We got good stuff from Taylor Shudock, Trent Godwin, and then Cormier, Uzama, and Kalawaya with great picks, as player of the week nationally is Uzama, and Jared Heller, your SEC player of the week. Let's go ahead and jump into this Oregon game now as we get to face a familiar foe in Miles Ahinicho, our running back for the last 3 seasons actually, and redshirted even before that. And now Ahinicho comes in, a senior, looks to not necessarily start on this Oregon team, but he will get a lot of touches. And we'll see just how good these Ducks are, as they're not inside the top 25. But I think on paper they're a really good team. We'll start with a kickoff here. And this will be Devin Kesey with the return back at the 10-yard line. Cuts inside at the 30, at the 40. 1 man to beat. 50, 40. Still going. 30. And brought down at the 18-yard line. A brilliant return for Devin Kesey, the Jet winner of the year last year. And out comes this high-powered offense led by Jared Heller. First and 10. And he snaps the ball. Throws this one out into the flats for Stephen Terry. Inside the 10-yard line to the 7. We're seeing a lot more of these flat runs for the running back actually get used by the quarterback, as this throws down inside the 4 now to the 3. Third and goal at the 7 now. Gotta punch this in. Heller, drop back, throwing this one out. And Cameron can't hang on. So a quick field goal. But pretty disappointing considering the field position, as out comes the quarterback Damian Banks and this Oregon Ducks offense. Handoff on the first carry here. Miles Ahinicho, 13-yard gain. We're cheering for him, but not against us. Play fake now, throwing this one outside. Caught William Kahn to the 44-yard line. Second and 5 now. Drop back for Banks. And he's sacked. Markel Vincent off the edge. We didn't get to call his name once in the first game of the year. Well, we get to quickly here in game 2. This throw over the middle, though. Caught. Big first down for Miles Soto. First and 10 at the 47 now for the Ducks. And it's a handoff at Ahinicho. Where's this speed coming from? Inside the 25 to the 23. He's at 37 yards on just 2 carries. Drop back and sprint out for Banks. Throwing this nice play Almost like a baseball throw. 5 yards down the field, 2nd and 5 now. Handoff up the middle. This is their starting running back, Lamarcus Eves. 3rd and 1 now at the 14, and Eves short of the first down, will be inches shy, and the Ducks stay on the field. Snap for Banks. This one over the middle. That's caught, and the Ducks drive will continue. 1st and goal at the 6 now, and Banks leading a pretty good drive so far. Hands this one off Eves. Nice play, Markel Vincent bringing him down for a loss. 3rd and goal at the 7 now. Drop back for Banks, and he is sacked. Trent Godwin from the inside. We ran a stunt. He gets the sack, and it's going to be 4th and goal as the Ducks will send out their field goal unit and even this game right back up. So 1st and 10, and the crowd getting loud for Jared Heller. And this Jaguars offense, we're seeing some of the squiggly marks and the question marks, but nice handoff. Now screen pass out for Schneider, who stays on his feet, and that'll be a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 1. Handoff Stephen Terry. Nice blocking from the offensive line. He's got a 1st down to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 10 now in the gun. Heller dropping back, and he throws this one out. Broken up, intended for Stephen Terry. It makes it a long 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, bunch right. And Heller dropping back, throwing this one up. Double coverage. Caleb Vincent cannot come up with it. Flag down anyway on Stephen Terry. And we have to punt the ball away. 30 seconds left in this 1st quarter, and a nice run for Lamarcus Eves as he's down to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 9 now inside the 2nd quarter. And a drop back. Banks sacked up the middle. Another stunt. Gets him. Trent Godwin. And it's a 4th and 16. The Ducks punt it away. 1st and 10 now. Handoff. Louis Samuel with some nice blocking and a huge hole in front of him. That's a 10-yard gain. Now 1st and 10 at the 46. It's another handoff. Stephen Terry. And Maxwell Thrasher can't hold on to his block, and he's now shaken up on the play, his 2nd time in 2 games. Heller now sacked from the inside. And just nobody open. No block on the blitz. And that's a sack. 1st and 10 now, and that's a sack on the same kind of play. So really nice play from the Jaguars to blitz their linebacker there. 3rd and 11, drop back for Banks, throwing this one out. And that'll be shy of a 1st down as the Jaguars defense today came to play. 4th and 3, and this is a punt. Devin Kesey to return, and he's been good so far this year. Cuts it outside, and then cuts back inside. Reversing field across the O. Cuts inside again. Punter's down on the ground. Ankles broken. 20, 10. Kesey scores his 1st touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are on the board with a touchdown. That's why he is your Jet defending champ, I guess is the way to put it. As Miles Ahencho, another great run of 15. He's over 50 yards. He's only run the ball 3 times. 2nd and 10 now, handoff, and that's going to actually end up being a pretty good play. 2 broken tackles as Eves picks up 9 yards. 3rd and 1 now, handoff Eves, and he loses yards. Brian Henderson with the play, and we force another punt. Screen pass, and it's nice because there was a blitz. Stephen Terry getting outside. Terry cuts inside with a spin, and he's down to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Screen pass fake, and Heller sacked, and the ball's out, and it's on the ground. Ducks have it. Strip sack on Jared Heller, and the Ducks are flying high now as they have a chance to even this game up. 5 wide for Oregon. Stepping up, running with this one, and picking up a big-time 1st down. Banks down to the 15. We're inside 4 minutes left in this half now. It's a speed option. Pitch out. Eves all alone. He'll walk it in. Really great play call, and Oregon has tied this game all up. 1st and 10 at 3:56 in the game. Screen pass out Slade Kimron, and he'll pick up about 8 yards. Jared Heller went from 200 yards in the 1st half to only having 50 now, as he'll take the ball on a carry for about 10 yards. That's a nice play. 1st and 10. Sometimes you just got to get the ball moving. Doesn't matter what kind of play you're calling. Handoff. Stephen Terry outside on the outside zone. He cuts inside. Back outside down to the 36-yard line. Stephen Terry, he has that bruiser up the middle possibility, but he's got shiftiness. Dalton Weil now at the 6-yard catch, and that'll run us down to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 4, and this is a pass out into the flats. Terry around his man, and he will cut inside and score. Stephen Terry with some great running, some great receiving back abilities, and we go back up 7 points. Now, can the defense hold the Oregon Ducks with 2 minutes left? That's a good way to start. Tackle for loss, 3 yards in the backfield, Carlos Pitts. 3rd and 8 now, and dropping back, Banks rolling into the edge rusher. Trent Godwin tries to roll back. It's too late. Great field position on 1st and 10 for the Jaguars as this ball is hit up in the air and intercepted. It was a sprint out. Heller had a man open, sprints out into his action, tries to throw it, and the blocking was just not there. Nice sack, Carlos Pitts back on defense again. 3rd and 8 now. So first interception of the series, or the season rather, for Jared Heller is on that play. That's a bit disappointing. Handoff, Stephen Terry up the middle. Nice run. We're down to 32 seconds. We'll take a timeout. 2nd and 2. Throwing this one over the middle. That's caught. A.J. Schneider for the first down. And we'll hurry up to the line. Only one timeout left. 2nd and 10. This throw underneath. And Oscar Thomas. But I think Dalton Weil was the target to throw to there. 3rd and 5 with 10 seconds left. And Heller rolling right. He's going to throw this one down the field, and it's picked off. And that's a legitimate interception at the 40-yard line. Sets up an Oregon makeable Hail Mary. Banks stepping up, throwing this one on the move down the field. Intercepted, Brian Henderson. So we have picked off the offense in our first 2 games of the year to the tune of now, I believe, 5 interceptions so far, which is incredible. Stephen Terry, your player of the half. He's averaging 9 a carry, 1 touchdown, 55 yards. Only 6 carries. That has to change in the second half, although I will say we've gotten him involved in the passing game. So I think it's been still well used. This is Louis Samuel with the first carry of the second half. That's a big 10-yard run. Now 2nd and 10. Handoff, and that's Stephen Terry with the 10-yard run. And remember, we had the coachability. Every 5-yard run gasses this defense more and more. Heller now outside. That is broken up, intended for Dalton Weil. That'll be 3rd and 10. We go 4 wide, trying to run a draw play, and it does not work. So the Ducks back on offense, trying to tie this game up. That's a 7-yard run for LaMarcus Eves. 2nd down and 3 at the 29, and this throw out on the swing screen. That'll be Eves with the first down. 1st and 10 at the 33 now. 2nd and 10, 34. Drop back. Banks over the middle. That is caught for a first down to Henry Sills. 2nd and 7 now. Handoff. Eves losing ground, and he'll go out of bounds back at the 10 yards to go line. 3rd and 10. This one underneath, and that is a bad pass, but well covered, as the Ducks will punt. So 5 minutes left in this quarter to hand off Stephen Terry for 6 yards, and another nice gain. 3rd and 5 now. QB draw, and Jared Heller with the first down on the 10-yard run. 2nd and 10 now. Heller, and it's a pass out into the flat for Samuel. Samuel cuts inside, and he's got a 10-yard gain. Heller over 100 yards now as it's a handoff. Louis Samuel. That's a 6-yard gain to the 47. 2nd down and 4. Heller throwing this one out. Again, another flat for Samuel. We're seeing these running backs get used so much more in our progressions now. It's a whole new type of offense. We're doing coverage reads for Jared Heller. We split the field in half. We say, is it 2 high safety or 1 high safety? And then we go from there. Handoff up the middle, Louis Samuel, and that's to the 15-yard line. Another nice run. Just trying to simplify this offensive passing attack. Here's another simplified attack. It's another swing screen out to Stephen Terry. He's up to 70 yards receiving today. 3rd and 4, handoff up the middle. Terry's got the first down as Rayshawn Nix, our left tackle, is shaken up on the play. 1st and goal, roll out. Heller takes off, tries to hurdle a defender at the 1, can't do it. We start the 4th quarter off with a toss play. Samuel walking his way into the end zone. And the Jaguars will score again. So now 24-10. Can we balloon this lead once again, or can we at least hold on? Damian Banks rolling out. He is sacked. That is Markel Vincent credited with the half sack there, I believe. Now 3rd down and 5. Drop back. Banks stepping up in the pocket. Throwing this one down the field. Intercepted. Number 2 for Brian Henderson. Trying to cut this outside. No lane for him, but we'll take it. Another pick. Our 6th pick in 2 games. 3rd and 6 now. Heller trying to make some adjustments, and I think we're just going to have to time out here, and we do. Avoiding the false start. Now 3rd and 6 again. Still 5 wide. Throwing this one out for Cameron, and it's broken up. Great coverage. 4th and 6, we send out the field goal unit. The kick is up, and it is just outside the left upright. Didn't account for the win there at all, and now Oregon gets good field position back on offense. Quickly throwing this ball down the field, breaking another tackle, and brought down at the 20-yard line. That's William Kahn. 2nd and 8 now. This throw inside, broken up. Great coverage by Jamil Mangold. 3rd and 8 now, and throwing this one out short of a first down. So we play the sticks there. It's now 4th and 1, and they send out a field goal unit. So they'll take 3. They're still down 11 points, 2 scores, with 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. I don't know about that. This quick screen pass out. Look at the blocking. Slade Cameron past the 40-yard line, still on his feet, down to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 inside, 7 minutes left. And a screen pass for Dalton Weil will be a 9-yard gain. As we're going to try to just take the easy stuff and keep the clock moving now. Handoff up the middle, Stephen Terry. Another first down, another good run for him. He's up to 86 yards on the ground. That's actually his first carry of the second, or not his first carry of the second half, but his first carry of the drive. Now Stephen Terry outside in the flats, another pass. We've thrown the ball to him more than we've run with him today. Handoff, Stephen Terry upside, down to the 11-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. 4.5 left in this game. Another handoff, this time Luis Samuel down inside the 5-yard line to the 3. 2nd down and 2. We have one tied in the game. It's a play fake, throwing this one out, and it's intercepted on the zig. Never saw him leaping Slade Cameron's route. Cameron giving chase. He might not have the speed for this though. 20, 10, and a pick 6 thrown by Jared Heller, his 3rd interception of the game. And suddenly we have a game on our hands. Oregon going for 2 to make it a field goal deficit. And that is Markel Vincent sacking the quarterback and shutting the play down. 1st and 10. Got to keep the ball on the ground now. And it's a 3-yard carry. Actually a 5-yard carry for Stephen Terry. He's over 100 now. 2nd and 5. Screen pass out. Dalton Weil. And he's got a first down to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 now. And Heller, keeper. That'll be a 6-yard gain. And Oregon's starting to burn those timeouts. Flip pass out. Slade Cameron picks up the first down. Staying in bounds. They tried to drag him out of bounds, but I think he stayed in. No, he actually went out of bounds there. Handoff. Stephen Terry's got a first down, however, and it'll be another set of sticks as we keep the drive alive. 1st and 10. Screen pass out. Schneider. And he's inside to the 20, to the 13. And there goes the last Oregon timeout. Past the 2-minute warning, there will be no more stoppage of play as long as we keep the ball on the ground. And it's a 1-yard loss, actually, but it does keep the clock moving. Now a screen pass out. Slade Cameron trying to get to the edge. Thankfully stays in bounds, but he's 3 yards shy. We stay on the field. 4th and 3. This is for the game. And it's a false start. So we were just trying to draw him off sides. Nothing cute there. We'll send out the field goal unit and make this an 8-point game. So once again, the Jaguars with a big lead. Can they hold? It's a nice start to the drive, but you only have 30 seconds and you don't have any timeouts. 3rd and 4. Drop back. Banks stepping up, throwing this one out. And it is now 4th down and 4. They go 5 wide. Banks, quick pass outside. Intercepted, and Cole Punga ends the game. Cole Punga with the pick. And the Jaguars will escape Autzen victorious. So we go on the road for our first 2 games of the year against, I would say, top 25 teams. Now, Oregon not ranked, but I do think they, talent-wise, are a top 25 team. First game is a dominating showing. We blow them out. Second game really comes down to the defense having to bail out the offense. It was kind of the inverse of game 1. But overall, we come away with the win, and the Jaguars are 2-0 to start this year. We will head now to the conference slate as we have Texas, South Carolina, and Troy coming up, followed by a showdown with top 5 Alabama. Again, there are not a lot of days off from this point in the schedule. Now, we've already played 2 really good teams on the road. It only gets tougher from here. We're going to play more good teams on the road. Troy is kind of our easy game of the year. Outside of that, though, Troy is our only bye game on the year. We've played 2 arguable top 25 teams on the road, and then 9 SEC conference games. It's going to be our toughest year yet to play. And we went undefeated last year until the playoffs. I don't know if I see us doing that again this year, but this team is really darn good. And if we're smart on offense, I think this is the best offensive team we'll have ever had. Markel Vincent has the SEC career sack record now. Really great career for that young man as we take a look at our recruiting at this point in the year. And so far, a lot of 5 stars on the board, and we're top 2 for a lot of them. We're going to go really hard to try to get our best recruiting class ever this year. We might bust out on it, but we're going to try. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this series, please leave a like, please subscribe, and please comment what else you'd like to see. Have a good one.